A great afternoon for baseball here north of the border at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Number 90 makes his big league debut right after this. Ryan Borucki gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
Ready now, Aaron Judge. He will lead this one off today. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. Now they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, Dero, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the postseason picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I know this team is hoping Brett Gardner can get on a hot streak. He's coming off a month where he hit under 250, but you'd think with his ability, he should be able to turn things around and do it quickly. Maybe this is the game that gets him going and shoots him to being the player that he needs to be.
Coming to the plate now, Luke Voit. First pitch coming, here it is. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Altogether, a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees, the game time temperature. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Batting third, the shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
Next for New York, Torres. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Voit, base runner at first with 1 out. A ball and a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, Dero, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get 1, which they did there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Oh-2, here it comes. A swing by Sanchez, and this one's soaring out into left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. 34 home runs now on the year, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first from Rogers Center. It's now 2-0 New York. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's having a real solid year, Matt. He won his 15th game of the year in his last start. He's been solid since the season began, and he'd like nothing more than to pick up win number 16 and have 2 quality starts back-to-back.
Stepping up to the plate, Cameron Biggio. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Cameron Biggio.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. A 1 pitch on its way. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Drury is retired, 2 down now.
Batting third.
Stepping up now, Bo Bichette. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
His offense gave him an early lead, and he is on the attack. punched out the first two guys and made it look easy and still getting ahead.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Tanaka gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Toronto after this. Here's Brett Gardner now. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
This is line to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And, guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
So stepping in, Clint Frazier, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And that's in there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 the count to Clint Frazier. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8, the left fielder, Mike Tauchman.
Now in the box, Mike Tauchman. He was the main contributor offensively for his team yesterday, driving in both of their runs. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. To the Yankees left fielder. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So a 2-out single there and gets him a base runner, and that leads us to check out the team leaders in hitting here in the final month of the season. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. Into the box now, Estrada. And as a former late-round draft pick, it really speaks to the hard work he's put in at the minor league level to make the opening day roster here.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
And they'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back safely. And another throw over. keeping particularly close tabs on him. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Tauchman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a snap move over to first, and he'll dive back in. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. Here it comes, the 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
The count is 3-1.
Runners off for second. Line to the right side, but foul. And another foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Yankees 2, the Jays nothing. Settling in now, number 13. He had a homer in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
I'm out.
First delivery to him on the way. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Digging in, Rendell Gritchick. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus on outfielder Brett Gardner. You need a center fielder, he can play there. You need a corner spot, he's got that covered too. He has baseball acumen, awareness, a savvy for the game. Even if the offense lags a little bit, defense is always on point.
At the plate, Rowdy Tellez. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-0 home. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Billy McKinney is on deck. Runners on first with one down. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and in to hit next the speedy Billy McKinney. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
The 1-1 misses down below the knees.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1 pitch. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away.
Batting 8, the right fielder, Dwight.
Into the box now, Dwight Smith Jr. as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Lays off 1-0.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Gurriel at third. Tellez at second. McKinney is over at first with 1 away. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Now the 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
The 3-2 pitch. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. Torres at the bag. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Here's big Aaron Judge. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game.
Aaron Judge.
Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the power bat of Luke Voigt. First pitch coming. Here it is. Outside part of the plate. The changeup is in there. Takes this the other way to right. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch on its way. And a ball 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Torres, a 22-year-old, is certainly a versatile middle infielder playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, he's a premium defender. It doesn't matter.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here's the first pitch to him. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
The 0-1 pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
That's in.
Off speed pitch, just missed inside.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. 3-1.
One strike.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. The Yanks leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Stepping in, Reese McGuire, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
The catcher, number 10.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Got him swinging in the dirt. Up with it, Sanchez. But the throw is not in time. McGuire reaches on the strikeout. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Striding in once again, Cameron Biggio, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Off the plate, ball
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Biggio is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back in standing. McGuire on at first, nobody out. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Brandon Drury will bat next.
Nope, that's the ball.
A ball and no strikes. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Gardner is there. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Ready for another chance? Bo Bichette. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Tanaka pauses. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. 2 out with the man at first. To first. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. At the plate, number 13. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch of the at-bat. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. From the stretch. And it's 1-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. And 2-2.
2 strikes.
And it's a full count. 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Good battle. Count remains full. He'll try it again. 3-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Frazier shading to his right, and that retires the side. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in, Gio Urshela. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Gio Urshela.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The center fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Now at the plate, Brett Gardner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. Another 1-2 delivery. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Line toward the alley in left center, and Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues today.
Stepping in now, Clint Frazier. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Sinker is right there for a called strike 2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
And he'll snap one over to first, and the runner back easily. Into the box now, Mike Tauchman, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Ball 1.
Ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Here's a pop-up now, and no one will get this one. The 2-2 one more time. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Outside and a full count, 3 and 2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Drilled on the ground to short, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
In now, Estrada, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. The throw home. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Aaron Judge. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good off-speed pitch. Had him out in front for strike 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Now we'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner's back. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And there's ball 1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that's down into left center for a base hit. Oh, and he misses it. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Digging in to try it again, Luke Voigt. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Smith over to his right. And that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Yankees 4. The Jays nothing. Here's Randall Grichuk.
Leading up for Toronto.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Base hit into right center.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Grichuk aboard here at first with nobody out. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Here it comes on 0-2. Drilled to the right side. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive. 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he pulled his neck and he stayed in there.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney as he'll take a look at ball one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Count now, a ball and a strike. Runners at first and second. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
The 1-2 pitch. A double play ball to second. 4. There's one. Out. To Voit in time for the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Standing in now, Dwight Smith Jr. pulled toward right center field. After it is Gardner. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They're down 4-0. Stepping into the box, Torres. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
The shortstop, Labor Torres.
Here's the first pitch to him. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
High and deep to right center. Grichuk on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Ready for another shot now. Gary Sanchez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB. See how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Now at the plate, Gio Urshela. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They lead it 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have zero hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one right down Main Street. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, McGuire is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
And he will reach down to pluck this one off his shoe tops. A fine play there for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Cameron Biggio, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. So coming to the plate, Brandon Drury. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Tanaka's ready. First pitch on its way. Ball 1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Line to the right side, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail here 4-0.